Jack William Nicklaus, nicknamed the Golden Bear, is a retired American professional golfer. He is widely regarded as the greatest golfer of all time, winning a total of 18 career major championships, while producing 19 second-place and 9 third-place finishes in them over a span of 25 years. Nicklaus focused on the major championships, and played a selective schedule of regular PGA Tour events, yet still finished with 73 victories, third on the all-time list behind Sam Snead and Tiger Woods. After winning the U.S. Amateur in 1959 and 1961, and challenging for the 1960 U.S. Open, Nicklaus turned professional at age 21 toward the end of 1961. Nicklaus's first professional win came in a major championship, the 1962 U.S. Open, when he defeated Palmer by 3 shots in a playoff. This win over Palmer began the on-course rivalry between the two golf superstars. In 1966, Nicklaus won the Masters tournament from the second year in a row, becoming the first golfer to achieve this distinction, and also won the Open Championship, completing his career slam of major championships. At age 26, he became the youngest to do so at the time. In 1968 and 1969, Nicklaus did not win a major tournament. He then won another Open Championship in 1970. Between 1971 and 1980, he won an additional 9 major championships, overtook Bobby Jones' record of 13 majors, and became the first player to complete double and triple career slams of golf's 4 professional major championships. At the age of 46, Nicklaus claimed his 18th and final major championship at the 1986 Masters tournament, becoming the championship's oldest winner. Nicklaus joined the senior PGA Tour in January 1990, when he became eligible, and by April 1996 had won 10 of the Tour's tournaments, including 8 of the Tour's major championships. Despite playing a very limited schedule, he continued to play at least some of the 4 regular Tour majors until 2005, when he made his final appearances at the Masters tournament and the Open Championship. Nicklaus has also taken part in various off-course activities, including golf course design, charity work and book writing. Nicklaus is a member of the American Society of Golf Course Architects and has helped design courses such as Harbour Town Golf Links. Nicklaus also runs his own tournament on the PGA Tour, the Memorial Tournament. His golf course design company is one of the largest in the world. Nicklaus's books vary from instructional to autobiographical, with his Golf My Way considered one of the best instructional golf books of all time. The video of the same name is the best-selling golf instructional to date. Amateur and college golf career. Nicklaus was born on the east side of Columbus, grew up in the suburb of Upper Arlington, Ohio, and is of German descent. The son of pharmacist Charlie Nicklaus and his wife Helen. Charlie was a skilled all-round athlete who had played college football for the Ohio State University Buckeyes, and had gone on to play semi-professional football under an assumed name for the Portsmouth Spartans. Charlie had also been a scratch golfer and local tennis champion in his youth. Nicklaus was raised in Upper Arlington and attended Upper Arlington High School, whose nickname and mascot are called the Golden Bears. Nicklaus was an honorable mention All-Ohio selection in basketball as a shooting guard in his senior year, and received some recruiting interest from college basketball programs, including Ohio State. He also competed successfully during his youth in football, baseball, tennis, and track and field. Nicklaus took up golf at the age of 10, scoring a 51 at Scioto Country Club for his first 9 holes ever played. Charlie Nicklaus had joined Scioto that same year, returning to golf to help heal a volleyball ball injury. Jack Nicklaus was coached at Scioto by club pro Jack Grout, a Texas-developed contemporary of golf greats Byron Nelson and Ben Hogan. Grout had played quite successfully on the PGA Tour, and would become Nicklaus's lifelong golf instructor. Nicklaus overcame a mild case of polio as a 13-year-old. Nicklaus won the first of 5 straight Ohio State junior titles at the age of 12. At 13, he broke 70 at Scioto Country Club for the first time, and became that year's youngest qualifier into the U.S. Junior Amateur, where he survived 3 match-play rounds. He had earned a handicap of +3 at age 13, the lowest in the Columbus area. Nicklaus won the Tri-State High School Championship at the age of 14 with a round of 68, and also recorded his first hole-in-one in tournament play the same year. At 15, Nicklaus shot a 66 at Scioto Country Club, which was the amateur course record, and qualified for his first U.S. Amateur. He won the Ohio Open in 1956 at age 16, highlighted by a phenomenal third round of 64, competing against professionals. In all, Nicklaus won 27 events in the Ohio area from age 10 to age 17. In 1957, Nicklaus won the International JC Junior Golf Tournament, having lost the previous year in a playoff. Nicklaus also competed in his first of 44 consecutive U.S. Opens that year, but missed the cut. In 1958 at age 18, he competed in his first PGA Tour event, the Rubber City Open at Akron, Ohio, tying for 12th place after being just 1 out of the lead at the 36-hole mark, and made the cut in the U.S. Open, tying for 41st place. Nicklaus also won 2 Trans-Mississippi Amateurs, in 1958 at Prairie Dunes Country Club and 1959 at Woodhill Country Club, with final match victories of 9 and amp 8 and 3 and amp 2, respectively. Also in 1959, Nicklaus won the North and South Amateur at Pinehurst, North Carolina, and competed in 3 additional PGA Tour events, with his best finish being another 12th place showing at the Buick Open. While attending Ohio State University, he won the U.S. Amateur twice, and an NCAA championship. In the 1959 U.S. Amateur, Nicklaus defeated 2-time winner and defending champion Charles Coe in the final 36-hole match, one up with a birdie on the final hole. This was significant not only because of Coe's proven ability as a player, but also because Nicklaus became the then youngest champion in the modern era, second only to Robert A. Gardner, who won in 1909. In 1961, Nicklaus became the first player to win the individual title of the NCAA Championship and the U.S. Amateur in the same year. He was followed by Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods, Ryan Moore, and Bryson DeChambeau. Nicklaus also won the NCAA Big Ten Conference Championship that year with a 72-hole aggregate of 283, while earlier claiming the Western Amateur in New Orleans. In his second and last U.S. Amateur win in 1961, Nicklaus convincingly defeated Dudley Wysong 8 and amp 6 at Pebble Beach in the 36-hole championship match. For the week, Nicklaus was 20 strokes under par, including 34 birdies and 2 eagles. At the 1960 U.S. Open, Nicklaus shot a 2 under par 282, finishing in second place 2 strokes behind Arnold Palmer, who won the tournament for the only time with a final round charge of 6 under par 65. This score remains the lowest ever by an amateur in the U.S. Open. Nicklaus played the final 36 holes with Ben Hogan, who later remarked that he had just played 36 holes with a kid who should have won by 10 shots. During the final 36 holes, Nicklaus was 2 under par. He had shot every round of the tournament at below par, the only entrant to do so. Nicklaus had led by 2 shots with 6 holes to play. In 1960, Nicklaus also tied for 13th in the Masters tournament. He tied for 4th in the 1961 U.S. Open, 3 shots behind champion Gene Littler, having played the final 54 holes 1 under par. Each of these 3 major championship finishes designated Nicklaus as low amateur. However, Nicklaus is 1 under par 287, tied for 7th in the 1961 Masters tournament, and was second that year only to Charles Coe's low amateur placing, when he tied for second with Arnold Palmer at 7 under par 281, 1 shot behind champion Gary Player. Nicklaus represented the United States against Great Britain and Ireland on winning Walker Cup teams in both 1959 and 1961, decisively winning both of his matches in each contest. On the 1959 trip to Britain, he also made his only attempt at the British Amateur, the world's oldest international amateur event, at Royal St George's Golf Club, reaching the quarter-final round. He was also a member of the victorious 1960 U.S. Eisenhower Trophy team, winning the unofficial individual title by 13 shots over teammate Dean Beman with a 4-round score of 269, a record which still stands. This score was 18 shots lower than Ben Hogan's earlier U.S. Open aggregate of 287 at the same site. Nicklaus was named the world's top amateur golfer by Golf Digest magazine for 3 straight years, 1959 to 1961. College studies and marriage. Nicklaus attended Ohio State from 1957 to 1961. He majored in pre-pharmacy his first 3 years with good grades, and intended to follow his father into that profession after graduation. As his golf achievements mounted, Nicklaus changed his mind on his career path, switching programs to study insurance, as he planned at that stage to remain a career amateur in golf, and to make his living by selling insurance. For a time he worked in the insurance field while also attending college. He married Barbara Bash at age 20 in July 1960, and the first of 5 children was born in September 1961, but as of late October, Nicklaus was still intent on becoming the first amateur to win the Masters tournament. In early November, he announced he was turning professional to best support his family. He wound up a few course hours short of graduating from college. Ohio State granted him an honorary doctorate in 1972.